Well, good morning. It is Wednesday, March 31st, the last day of March 2021. Can you believe it? Well, I'm Danielle Wiggins, bringing you your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram pages. Because this is all online, feel free to share your thoughts on the stories covered in this edition of 3 News Now. And as always, you can let me know your name and where you're watching from in the comments section. Alrighty, get prepared because they're coming. 17 years in the making, billions of the brood X cicadas will emerge in Ohio in the next couple of weeks. The Today Show talked to an entomology professor about what we can expect.
These little periodical cicada nymphs, 2 guys, 2 gals, I dug them out of my yard this morning. This is just 4 of the billions, maybe trillions of cicadas that'll be up and out of the ground in just about a month.
Ooh, did he say trillions? Oh, and these cicadas can get loud. They can reach 96 decibels, which is slightly higher than a low-flying airplane, which hits about 80 decibels. Now, they will be in at least 15 states and the District of Columbia. Okay, let's switch gears here because it was a beautiful afternoon Tuesday with golden skies and temperatures in the 70s. But if you're heading out this morning, you're going to need your rain gear. And then tomorrow, maybe your snow boots. Hollie Strano has the forecast as we are on a roller coaster ride in terms of temperatures.
Thank you, Danielle. And what a day it's been. I mean, as you know, earlier this morning, we were tracking those rain showers and wet roads and all of the above. And now as we look ahead to the afternoon, we could still see a spotty shower. On your National Design Mart forecast, you'll see that temperatures in the 40s, but we're also going to be talking about some sunshine this afternoon. And would you believe we started today in the 50s and 60s? That was midnight and then into early this morning. So we're definitely seeing the cooler weather in place. And it's going to go from cool to cold heading into tonight and your Thursday. Tomorrow is April the 1st. And look at these lake effect snow showers. This is the picture at 5 a.m. tomorrow. And it's not an April Fool's joke. I feel like we continue to emphasize that because it just seems like, you know, the timing on all this is something. But where these lake effect bands do set up and persist, we could get that coating of snow. And it's not so much how much, because it's not going to be a lot, it's timing. You know, this is our morning commute, so we could very well have some tricky spots to deal with. And we'll see that on and off throughout the day, and then things definitely make another turn. So here's a look at your forecast over the next 7 days. And by Friday, it's still chilly, but we're dry, partly cloudy skies. And then Easter weekend, it works out. Everything just works out. Partly to mostly sunny, highs in the low 60s, and even warmer as we head into next week. If that happens to be your spring break, upper 60s to even low 70s by Tuesday. Back to you, Danielle.
Hollie, and turning to developing news, Pfizer just announced this morning that its COVID-19 vaccine is safe and gives strong protection to kids as young as 12. According to Pfizer, in a study of 2,200 U.S. volunteers ages 12 to 15, preliminary data showed there were no cases of COVID-19 among fully vaccinated adolescents compared to those given dummy shots. This is a huge step toward possibly beginning shots in this age group before they head back to school in the fall. Most COVID-19 vaccines available are for adults. For now, Pfizer's vaccine is authorized for ages 16 and older. And there is increasing criticism of a joint report from the World Health Organization and China. The report is about the origins of coronavirus and says it's extremely unlikely that the COVID-19 virus escaped from a lab. WHO's Director General is saying the assessment was not extensive enough, and he may deploy a new mission to investigate China's labs. And the State Department, in a joint statement with 13 other countries, is expressing concerns over China blocking access to complete and original data. And a fourth stimulus check could be on the horizon. Dozens of congressional Democrats are calling on President Joe Biden to provide Americans with another pandemic relief bill. Yahoo Finance reports 50 Democratic members of the House and 11 Democratic senators have signed letters urging the president to push for reoccurring payments to Americans as long as the pandemic continues. It's too early to say if the proposal will go anywhere. If it does, the income threshold for payments will likely be lowered as Republicans called for in the last bill. Alrighty, now to 3 things to know this morning. A 4-year-old boy was sent to Rainbow Babies after alleged physically abusive behavior by a teacher's aide. It happened yesterday at St. Agatha St. Aloysius School in Cleveland. EMS tells us the child was stable when he was taken to the hospital. The school says it takes these allegations very seriously and the teacher's aide is on administrative leave. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is expected to sign a bill that legalizes marijuana. The bill not only legalizes recreational use, but also expunges past pot convictions. A large percentage of tax revenue will be set aside for community reinvestment grants and social equity for minorities who have faced harsh penalties for marijuana possession. Meantime, a year after the coronavirus halted the cruise industry, plans are in place to set sail once again, and vaccines could be what ultimately gets the cruise lines back to sea. Norwegian Cruise and Royal Caribbean are now requiring all crew members to be vaccinated, but the industry is still deciding whether they'll do the same with passengers. Right now, the CDC has a no-sail order it's in place until November. And since the pandemic began a year ago, the movie industry has really been struggling. But could Godzilla vs. Kong help turn things around? Well, it hits theaters and HBO Max today. Godzilla vs. Kong already had the biggest foreign opening since the pandemic started, marking and making over $121 million overseas. It's the 4th movie in the MonsterVerse franchise. So we shall see. Let us know, are you watching? Are you going to watch on HBO? Go ahead and put it in the comments section. Well, thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and the world. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Yes, I know it's early, but if you're up, go ahead and tune in. Have a great day, everybody.